They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Gibson. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Come on, set. 52 blaster.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, Gibson. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hurts completing this one quickly. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
But first down, Hurts. He stiff arms him. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On first down, right back to Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll drop to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Green Jack.
They'll set up to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go now.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Drop 50, drop 50. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. He will go out right near the... Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ready. 10 cycles. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, Scott. 19, Charger, 19, go.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Take it to the house.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Milton Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Set, ready. Strike, strike. Strike, play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On the jump. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
They go play action with Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come 19. Come 19. Warriors 70. 18. Pioneer. 19. Lions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run with Sanders off the option. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jamin Davis coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense did not look...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, 32 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
For the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
18 Rebels. 50.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready. Drill 52. Red, red. Black shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Go all the way! Score, fellas.
On the double. Ready.
2nd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Score, fellas. Come on, fellas. We need this. Let's go, boys. Focus. You can score, fellas.
Stop. 10.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. Like when I said that, in his defense.
In his defense.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Striker, 3-3.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
73 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those master.
Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Elliott good with a PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys.
And now here is another interception.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
19-18. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
97.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 19. Tiger. Not Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Eagles, it's a win that's been a long time coming as they finally win one after 9 straight losses. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.